Ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
I'm Ringru, hello, hello, hello.
And folks, today on the other side of Slutsk, we are on the west side now, I believe, or the east side. Well, the Slutsk side. Rang, who's fighting it out today?
On the left-hand side in blue, we have 1,025,981,817 playing as Pangelair with a Vanguard income. And on the right-hand side, we have Finzent playing as group, 126 Mountain Infantry, also a Vanguard income.
You know, for half a second, I was worried you were going to start singing like Rent or something. You start mentioning a Pangelair player. I think unofficially, I'm sorry, man, to my friend out there, but I might have to call you Digits for this replay.
Yeah, let's go with Digits. But we also have to call out is just look down South Con. It is a very heavy recon push.
It is, but it's also a couple of 45 mils, which really should be getting some kills here pretty quickly.
Yeah, holy crap. Yeah, Finzent must be pretty happy he has his AT guns in position, but holy shit,
hell.
Never mind. I take it back, he's probably not so happy. And then we got the Pumas and the Panther Recon going at it at the 45.
That's amazing.
Just seeing that stream of, like, shooting us. It's just hilarious. Like, it's a fantastic push.
The best part about this, though, it controls no territory.
Yes! Just a single Ersatz troop and anything would at least grant him huge tracts of land. But now he just has theoretical huge tracts of land.
Well, and being brought on in the other direction is a bunch of deck Rupas and this and a BT7.
He's going for home con. He's going for home plate. But he's going to run into his BT7s actually. You can't actually kill them with your autocannons, which is pretty amusing.
That's true, but right now he apparently can't hit anything that's right around him.
Yep, come on.
Oh my god, he's making a mockery of you, sir. Yes, discretion, better part of valor. Back up.
Run away! What the hell is going on, Con? We're 2 minutes into this match and I can't figure out what is happening.
I'm not too sure myself.
This is bizarre. I mean, you've got groupers being brought in. They don't have any anti-tanks, so they're pretty much worthless in this scenario. As this too is right next to some 20 mil.
It was next to them.
Yes, and the BT7s are, creakily driving off towards their death. Oh, it killed a Pumio, never mind. That's he not gonna die. But what a bizarre opener. Just, we haven't even looked up north. I don't know what's going on up there.
Oh, there's a bunch of death. Finzent's definitely got one up on those digits.
Yeah.
But the BT7s, I really want to see a BT7 go down from this autocannons. It hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Holy crap, what happened? They all just disappeared. They're all gone. This is a great push here from Digits. Even if he, where the Panther and Puma is right now, get some infantry in there, an anti-tank gun, yeah, it's such a huge position to hold on to. If he can get up to where the 234 is, the autocannon one, that would be, I mean, he has the potential of shutting down that 7 spawn, which would be dirty.
Actually, you know what this reminds me? This is like a Gonzo opening.
Yes, it is. This is very much an all-or-nothing opener, which is something you don't see all too much in SC2, I find, in our replays. It's always very slow and steady.
I think he heard you. We actually have 2 Pack 40s being brought on up here. Not purely yet here to officially take everything over, but when we have a single 45 mil maybe being brought on up, drop the Storm Pioneer, get up in there, my friend.
Yep. Looking at north, yeah, Digits' front line isn't looking too well. I feel like this is going to be one of those things where both sides are going to race each other's flanks to see who can capture it first, as they both ignore one flank and push heavy on the other.
Down south, though, we're actually going to see a very early rocket run.
Ooh. You always see bailed out tank.
Yeah, but whatever. Gordon Superior is bringing in. We actually have still that 45 mil. Pioneer Furies, a couple guys moving up in close support, and I'm surprised. The Pack 40s are being deployed as conservatively. I would have liked to have seen a little more aggressive push.
Yeah, at least put one conservative and the other on in that ballsy position up front. Because if he put out Pack 40 right as Pioneers are right now, that spawn is shut off. Especially considering Finzent's division is very lightly armored. It's just like BTs and M3 Lees.
Weird to think that a Lee is considered to be a light vehicle.
I know. It's very heavy, but it's not exactly the best armor profile.
Now, down south, though, we actually, the Gordon Superiors as well as the Pioneers going back and forth. A couple of high explosive rounds. Ooh, I don't think they even got the... Yep. Okay. Did not get the their own satchel charges off.
Oh. And the Pioneers going to be able to clear through that forest now. I'm so sad, like, one of those Pack 40s isn't up front. He's very close. If he can move up a little bit more, or some vehicles down south, he can shut off that spawn if he reaches the spawn arrow. And he does! The southern spawn shut off. That's
shocking.
That is an extremely rare occurrence in SD2. That is huge. You can now run along the southern side and, maybe start pushing up north and get all those juicy back cap areas.
But the Gorostratokovies are being brought on in, and there's actually not enough infantry to protect some of these more central flags, which is just weird to me as well.
Yeah, and Digits is doing a pretty good job holding up north. I mean, he's not getting any ground anytime soon, but he's just holding. No need to push up.
Not to say that he won't try to do it anyway. If you look up north, you actually have Pigrens being supported by Panther A. Oh. Not a fan of this push.
We got another little battle group coming in along the center here. 2 Panzer IVs and a Puma. So I think he's going to try and clear through the center and get some ground. It's funny, Digits is still... He's actually losing right now. But he's so close to just going up north and getting huge tracts of land under his control.
No. He's not losing. He's got the popular vote right now. The Electoral College may be calling it for Finzent, but I'm sorry, man. This is the popular vote for me. Man. It's a little bit of election year humor for you people out there as we wait for the Cheeto and the Dentures to go up against each other. Flak 30 at 20 mil being brought on in down south, and maybe to try to shoo away some of that material. And to the north, that push between those Pigrens kind of already stalling a bit.
Yeah, he's not going to really be able to push up yet. I mean, he's got a Panther, which is some pretty heavy-duty firepower, maybe a little bit too heavy-duty in this case, but Panzergrens are more than enough just holding.
Well, more Pumas being brought in there. Ooh, wait. I didn't even see the fact that we had a small bit of a furball going on around.
Oh, yeah. Your side really getting much done.
But the Gornostroki coming on in, these guys have been taking a pounding. We lost 50% of the squads even before they bailed out. And I don't think the reinforcement point is back in, courtesy of those two brave Gornostroki squads.
Yeah.
Or the 12-7s on the back of these WC-52s. I mean, this should give just enough firepower to push back the German infantry in the woods.
Yeah. So at least he can get back out of position. Because if he can hold you out, get some AD guns in there, he can maybe start pushing back Digits from the next forest line. Which is pretty heavily dug in with the Pack 40 and the two, well, one tank and one armoured recon tank. Or car with a tank gun. It's a bit complicated.
True. Very true. Now, I'm a little bit concerned these WC-52s haven't debarked their infantry yet. Yeah, and that's exactly why. Because the light infantry weapons are going to be more than enough to take it out.
Pioneers engaged at long range, but it's going to strictly DPs. They do have DPs, 3 of them to be exact. So, not something you want to be engaging at long range.
No, sir. Now, Focke-Wulf being brought on in, looking for, but probably not going to find that Zis 2. So, that kind of mixed stick of bombs. And go up against a Hurricane on a head-to-head, this is not going to be pretty for the ME-109. Excuse me, Focke-Wulf 110, wow, excuse me. He might get one run, and that's about it.
Ooh, good run, yo.
True, but I don't see him making it out alive.
Making it towards the wrong direction. There we go.
Germany's the other way!
Yeah, Hurricane does not mess about.
No, sir. But we are slowly seeing territory going back underneath control of the KH.
Yeah, I mean, he has a really good position down southeast. I'm so annoyed he hasn't like moved some things down south and then up north to try to get these areas which are completely undefended, as we can see right now. There's just a few infantry units here and there. I mean, we got that one little barn in the middle, which is an anti-tank rifle squad and a machine, like essentially a Bren group. And they're just holding. There's nothing to stop him. Like, no, just a few infantry could dislodge that entire position.
Ancients is a P-40 Kitty Hawks coming on through. Bombs are out. One bomb is out.
Yep. I have to admit that Recon Panther has definitely done his duty. Like, just being that big ass heavy tank of Recon Optics, just been pounding anything that tries to, you know, come down the road. As he's starting to run low in high explosive shells.
Well, that's why you have the actually the Opal Blitz coming on in. Now we are going to see the loss of this forest in a second. In fact, actually, we get to see some old school Thompsons being used here.
Oh yeah, he's got the
Morse
naval.
Machiki.
Yeah, he's got the naval infantry, which I goddamn love it. They use like actual Tommy guns, not the American. I mean, it is American, not the military one, but the, you know, the 1928 classic drum magazine. I'm going to shoot you up like a Valentine's Day style.
I actually might be off, but I could have sworn that the PPSH wasn't really brought into service until the Winter War really started.
Yes.
I want to say that was actually one of the learnings they picked up from the Finns, is that they needed an automatic pistol caliber kind of weapon.
Yep. Yeah, the whole thing about the Sumoi, or the PPSH being based off the Sumoi. I know Yo's Tommy guns are using them. I believe were given to them through Lend-Lease program. They got them like after Lend-Lease was signed and all of that. So that's why they have really cool guns. Also very expensive and
unwieldy and heavy and
bits to maintain. But yeah, I mean it's got the image. I mean, who doesn't like a good old Tommy gun?
Anybody who's ever shot one, I will tell you right now, that thing is a feed issue like crazy.
Yep, that's why they went to the stick magazines.
Yeah. They really are heavy. Anyway.
It's like a bloody World War I design.
Well, like you
said,
the
original Thompson was like designed to run about World War I, but didn't enter into service.
Well, because they were afraid the Germans were going to get their hands on it. That's actually
that
why the BAR didn't see what. Yes.
Yep.
Oh man. In the meantime, territory is looking a little bit iffy over here for Finzent, but he's got it where it counts in the north. I mean, the entire town is ruptured. That is a red community for right now.
This is exactly what Finzent should be doing. Try to take his northern side, push heavy up here. It's town fighting. That's perfect for his division. Nice and close quarters. His infantry is just banging. Absolutely banging. Yo, dealing with that armor can be a little bit of a pain. We got BT7 here up north, sneaking up on the 234. And that's going to be a dead 234 in just a wee bit.
It is. Now I'm interested to see what happens with this tiger that's south of the town.
Oh yeah, it was a tiger. He's just kind of hanging out, just being a tiger, you know, not breaking down. Which is good for him.
Well, he's just kind of relaxing in the sun right now. He's just chilling.
I find it hilarious down south that goddamn like 6-man Russian troop. They're still in that barn. They're completely surrounded by vehicles, and Digit still hasn't moved in an infantry unit to try and actually, you know, just dislodge them.
Well, I'm actually surprised I don't see them. The recons on those 250/9s. Oh no, but I guess it's the consequence of them being in the building.
Yeah, stuff in buildings are just absolutely invisible. You pretty much have to be like either very close to infantry recon or getting close enough with those vehicles where they get killed by PTRSs.
True. Now, I'm also kind of interested to see what happens as we have recon troops. They try to engage that poor Komroti coming across the open. Yes, that poor guy's going to get torn to shreds.
Goddamn love seeing autocannons.
But they're so freaking good.
I know. They're so much fun. Just rat-a-tat-a-tat-a.
But these Automochikis over here are their heat grenades.
Oh, the 250s and the Panzer IVs are engaging onto this barn. They're gonna take it armored warfare style. Gonna take a few casualties, but
Oof.
PTRS goes down. But there's still a DP grouper. I don't think he's going to find it. I think that DP grouper is just going to be grouping, yeah, for Crater Ryle.
Well, those 4 guys will have all picked multiple lottery tickets later on in life.
Yeah. They've just been, you know, reassigned to the recon role now.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely true. But we see that Digits over here has teched into the Recon Assault Commander, and you can see all those 250 Mark 9s to the north with this column moving on in.
Holy crap.
This guy, he's doubling down on his Gonzo playstyle here.
That is so many of them. That's just... This is great. This is Pangela we're seeing, and he's mainly focusing on a lot of his just light recon vehicle spam. I think he's only took like light recon vehicles in his recon tab. No recon infantry whatsoever. Just.
But do you blame him? I
don't blame him. No, It's a lot of fun to see, and with those autocannons, they put up so much good firepower.
Almost as much as that Hurricane does when it takes on that Tiger. Excuse me, Panther. Oof.
Oof. Oof, indeed. Yeah, it's like 16 minutes in. It's pretty neck on neck still. But it feels like... I have a feeling it's going to collapse for Finzent. Just looking at how the middle's going.
Yes.
But at the same time, Finzent is doing a fantastic job up north. Just keeping up the pressure. Just the infantry moving on through. You know, shooting up stuff. But... right now, they've been halted by its recon vehicle play.
But the recon vehicle play is going into an area where vehicles suck, and that is a town, and
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fortunately, fortunately for Digits, there's no AT rifles in there. It's really just anti-tank grenades, so he's not getting in too close, which is the smart play.
Down south, real quick, we actually have this Tiger E that's getting closer and closer to the Automochiki. I'm really praying that does not end up becoming another casualty here. That breaks my heart whenever that happens. It really does. I'm sorry. Like, I realize that's just like the wrong message here, but
so avoidable.
Yes, it is. Just like send anything else close to the vehicle, to the forest rather.
We got another recon push through the middle here, and they're gonna push him pretty hard, it seems. But once again, then. They're not going to take out much territory in a short amount of time because there's not a single non-recon vehicle, with him. In strategies like this, I think it's a good idea to move behind enemy lines, then just spread out and just try to find ambush positions to shoot stuff as they spawn in. Just be a pain in the ass.
Worth noting that Finzent right now is donating squad after squad. Oh my gosh, Northern Road, jeez. Fourth has gone down, so 4 out of 5 trucks have just been completely taken out. And now it's perfect. So that should have been the assault to take back the western side of the town. And Finzent, really, I'm sorry to say, kind of let the ball drop there.
Yeah, that was... All he needed to do was press the unload button, but that did not happen for him. And that's keeping Digits in the game. Focke-Wulf coming in, goddamn. That Focke-Wulf G8, when it drops bombs, it's just like in and out. You know, no fancy high dive. It just drops its bombs and off it goes.
Hey, dude, when you drop truth bombs with that kind of accuracy, why would you want to hang around for it?
I don't blame him. Right now he is. I think Digits doesn't have automatic evac on, which is actually a very good idea.
Meanwhile, the last 2 survivors of this 250/9 are engaging sniper squads, basically with what remains of a little bit of high HE, and mostly just their machine guns.
You got the recon, another recon column coming in up north, and they're gonna spot this going Strackley push here. Oh, one of them got killed by an anti-tank grenade, I believe. So that's going to keep him back for now, allowing Finzent to deploy his infantry blob.
Unless, no, I was hoping that maybe that one of those other ones in the southern part of this town is going to be able to see it, and here we go. Actually, we have a quick push. They're going to sell their lives dearly. Here we go. or they'll just continue to over.
Yep. Choo choo! Here comes the tracks. Open the
Bro,
mouth ride.
Bromigo, fire at something, anything.
One goes down.
Okay, I should have been more specific there. Maybe one of the trucks in the column that went by you.
Yeah, other guys get into position, without too much of a hassle. So that's good for him, I guess. And 4 up north got yeeted on by an anti-tank grenade, I believe. And down south.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just managed to take out southern flag once again. And they can't hold that, barely holding that, middle one because of his recon vehicles.
Mildly amusing. We actually have this Tiger that might be engaged in an anti-tank gun. Nope, never mind. There we go. Yep. He finally sees his Tormentor.
And the Tiger's going to return fire.
But this is not somebody you want to be in a, messy fight with.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised this hasn't got a more, direct hit on the Tiger. It has a pretty good armor penetration chance. Same with that Hurricane, but not enough. Not enough. Oh, look, it's a recon column. Hooking down south, up north.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. I like that maneuver a lot. Gonna be a little bit risky, as those Musk naval infantry. I'm not gonna try to
the Picotas? Yeah.
Yeah, they got anti-tank rifles, which is not something you want to go up against. String you have very thin-skinned vehicles.
But you slowed them down, and you slowed them down with essentially what amounts to very, very similar point value targets.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, but right now Digits just needs Finzent to be slow as he retakes this ground. He's gonna fall off a little bit in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really good push there from Finzent. He's managed to break the town all the way up north. The middle, on the hill, the town on the hill, maybe not so much, as we got a bunch of nasty recon vehicles still here. But still, it's looking pretty good for Finzent up here. I'm not going to lie. It's still not great down south, but I think he can maybe start taking it back with just some infantry play, as there's not a whole lot defending.
Ooh, I'm sorry, there's an off map that gets brought on in, and a Puma prowling in the trees just takes out one beautiful shot.
North?
Down south.
Oh. Oh, look up! That is a dastardly position for the Puma. That's what he should be doing.
We are going to see a couple stovepipes coming up north, but what we really need here from both sides is some boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Or some bombs from the air. Yeah. Either way.
This has been a bloody match. Both sides have really been, throwing their weight around. Yeah. It's still we're 23 minutes in this match, and I still don't know who's going to win, which is a sign of a good replay.
True. Especially as we kind of go later into this match. We are to Phase C, and a lot of the heavier tanks not really here for Panzer and from the Gornostorokovi over here, not really a whole lot to write about home there either.
Yeah. This is a good strategy to do this recon vehicle play. As with Gornostroki, you don't have a lot of tanks to begin with, so you can get away with just using Pumas and autocannon vehicles because you're not going to go up against much armor. You'll find with just using, some lighter stuff. The Puma does go down up north. The second one barely gets an array of his life.
What hit him?
I don't know. I don't know, Khan.
It suggested an off map, but there's nobody there for that. And it suggested maybe a big boom, but I don't think it was a heat.
We're gonna have to check the chronology. It was 24 minutes something.
Well, the Puma down south continues to leave his mark. He is just going. He's gonna pick these guys off one by one.
Yeah, I love that position. He's bringing in more Pumas in for fun.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't. This is how you use recon vehicles, because he's behind enemy lines. They're not being spotted from the front line mechanic, so you can really catch people off guard. Hurricane's definitely going to catch Puma off guard, Joe, but it survives because the rockets miss.
Well, and that's a gun run that's going to not last for a really significant amount of time.
Yeah. So now he has a whole window of opportunity to blast these guys. Kingdom Come, more Hurricanes being brought in. Is he going to try and dodge it again? Nope. And Puma survives though. Those Hurricane anti-tank rockets are a bit panch, it seems.
But long last, we are going to see a Lee being brought on in. Actually, a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this still, I mean, even if they lose this forest, they have slowed down this Russian advance to a crawl.
Yeah. It's just, forcing Finzent to spend resources down south to deal with this, pesky Puma play is definitely a good call. That would be a good time maybe to pull back the Pumas before they die. Maybe try again later when things aren't as dicey.
Yeah, but right now, the Soviet infantry can't even see him, which means the Soviet tanks cannot shoot at them.
Yeah. It's actually working pretty well. He can kill the M3 Lees. The M3 Lees can also kill him pretty back because they got 2 guns, for the Puma only has 1.
Price efficiency, though.
Mm-hmm.
As the leader unit goes down, this entire push could be just kaput.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win this southern engagement. It's really neck on neck. I mean, the anti-tank rifle team is, slowing down the boomers for now. We've got more Lees being brought in. Finzent really does not like what's happening down south. Another Puma goes down. And, yeah, I think Finzent is going to be able to shore up the southern side once again.
Or will he? Or more being brought on in.
Yeah. It's like 1 Puma, and now is a good time to completely disengage from out. But real nutshell, Digich has a crap ton of flags under its control now, regaining a little bit of the northern side. So he's got that 2+ bleed over
Folks, we're back. A minor technical issue here. We actually just missed seeing a Puma down south killing one of those pesky BTs, and these new Pumas being brought on in. These guys are going to continue to assert themselves as rocket run after rocket run gets wasted on these Pumas.
Yeah, before we got disconnected here, I was saying I've never seen this many Pumas in my life. This is just a bizarre amount of Pumas.
But they're working is the problem.
Yeah, it's working really well, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
I can't even, who cares about the town fight? I'm sure that's amazing up there, but this light vehicle play down here is absolutely wonderful.
It's not going to be late for much longer as the Tiger comes in. And that's going to be, a pain in the ass to kill.
I do have to laugh about the fact that loader knocked out. Okay, big freaking deal.
I'll just sit here and take shots.
Stick, dude.
Oh, what the fuck? What the There wasn't even... Was that that wasn't even a sight.
No, that's that 1 in a million chance there.
How the hell did that happen? I understand, armor penetration can be better at, close distances, but 80mm gun, or 80 penetration gun, not 80mm, penetrating 100 and... Holy I didn't even think that sort of range was possible.
I think, though, that's the kind of... I think that's the kind of issue that we have occasionally with this game. Yeah. But, that's fine.
Yeah, I got it. Eugene doesn't do a great job of explaining how the armor penetration mechanics work.
Not
because, long story short, the 80 or the 80 UCF or the penetration for the M3 Lee for 75mm, yeah, it's 80 penetration at, it's depends per gun. It's usually anywhere from 500 to 1 kilometers where it gets 80mm penetration, but at closer ranges, from at 500 meters or whatnot, it actually gains more penetration than the 80. So it's kind of weird. For example, an anti-tank rifle can, even though it says it can only penetrate 35mm of armor, you can actually penetrate up to 50 to 60 if you get really close.
I suppose there's a perverse amount of sense that makes from that one, but it's still, it's kind of one of those weird tastes in your mouth kind of thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer SD's 44 armor penetration mechanics, but
you have 10 armor, you have 11 penetration, therefore you can penetrate.
It was very simple, and I know people didn't like it because it abstracted the actual armor value of tanks and they wanted it to be realistic, but it was goddamn easy to follow. And it was also very easy to calculate because you just gained one arm penetration every 100 meters you got towards tank. And it was like steps of 8% chance of penetration for every one penetration you're over, roughly. I liked it. I liked it.
Well, I can't help but feel that all we really have to do is to divide all these values by 10 and we'll get it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could do that. It's. Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly the
But
same
a little bit of
thing.
rounding, but yeah, it's they just abstracted it by making the numbers bigger. You're alright.
So we have a couple of P4s and a Tiger down here to stabilize what used to be a bastion of, let's say, Bavarian muscle has now become more of a sea of Soviets.
Yeah, this is like once again Finzent has managed to clear the southern side, but for how long? Who knows? Because Digit's really determined to keep that pressure on down south. Real determined.
Okay, there was something terrifying by watching 3 squads run forward, all firing Tommies at the same time. They're Tommy guns. It was just like this wave of just communism. Yes, sir.
No, it's just a lot of firepower.
Oh yes.
Oh.
But with that, we come up to minute 32, and it's back to 12-12. Both guys in phase C. Both guys, I'm pretty sure, are getting closer and closer to running on empty, especially the Panzer. Those guys never had enough fuel.
Yeah, especially using those recon vehicles. You don't usually get, a lot per card for those recon vehicles compared to tanks, but I don't know, we'll just have to see. Both sides did go with Vanguards. I'm guessing they're more A phase, B phase focused with availability loadouts. But it's still going strong. I mean, up north, there's just a lot of daggers in the town, a lot of Russian infantry, and it's still there. And I don't think Digit is going to be able to uproot them anytime soon.
Not easily, anyway.
No.
I am surprised about one thing. Other than a couple stovepipes to the north, I haven't seen any artillery really from either squad.
Yeah, it's been pretty arty light. It's just been a very direct battle between both sides.
Which I can admire. You know, you want to be fist to fist and steel to steel kind of idea, but when it comes down to it, do you really want that kind of thing on your conscience? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like that BT-7, I would not want to be engaging a Panzer IV. But hey, if that's what you want to do, I mean, go for it. That's not my first choice.
Yeah, Digit's trying to secure the northern side again with some stern piles and Panzer Grenadiers.
And that same frigging Focke-Wulf. Guy's a champ.
Yep, he's gonna come in and come out. What's he gonna go for? Nothing. Bug out.
Well,
it's probably good.
He's taking a nap right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that Trin 25mm track is not something you want to be charging up against.
No, not generally. But coming out of that, yep, the Southern Force is back in Russian hands, so it's a 13-11 still against Finzent. But for how long?
Yeah.
How long?
Well, Digit, all he really needs to do now is just kind of hold what he got. He's got a really good point advantage over Finzent. And he's doing alright in trying to, just put pressure up north. Play up here. Take a flag back or two. He even got some MG40. I really like it. He's got an MG42 team, but he brought him with the 75mm transport.
Mm-hmm.
So you get, double the firepower per card. I really like seeing that play.
Well, the same, more flags, more fun, so...
Mm-hmm.
I do like these limited kind of half-track pushes. Now, I'm going to be quite sad when all of them get shot by this Lee. But it was a cool idea while it lasted.
Yeah. At least he knows there's a Lee now. Recon by force.
That's true. That's more than McClellan ever found out when he blundered into him back in the Civil War. Bit of a topical joke as well, but, I'll be happy to explain it if anybody really is that curious. I actually am also surprised we've had this one Sturm Pioneer kind of throwing this thrust into the Russian lines. Really surprised there hasn't been any kind of attempt to evict him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get 1 or 2 flags pretty easily.
Yeah, same with DP Grouper. I mean, the Germans don't even know he's there to begin with, but he's just gonna be, it's gonna be like 1946, and it's like, oh, you're still there? The war's over. You can leave now.
The the Finns that got circled in the Winter War. They were like, we will leave off the land, and you're like, wait a second, what? Some really incredible accounts about that.
Mm-hmm.
But these Peagrens now getting into this town. And the Thompsons, which were so wonderful at this... Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are not the same ones. I kept thinking the Thompson and the Machikis. The naval troops, excuse me, with this dual DPs.
Yeah.
They'll be good for a bit, but they might get washed away with the tide here.
Yeah. I do like his little armored push along the northern hill.
Mm-hmm.
If that tiger... I mean, it's really just a tiger backed up by 2 half-tracks. So if that tiger gets in a Overwatch position... Oh boy, I can get a lot of kills, but he's not going to go for it. Which I think is...
A wise decision.
Yeah, he doesn't really know what's up ahead. He doesn't have infantry or recon units. I mean, he could use the half-tracks to scout up, but... probably just get killed. I think he doesn't want them to get killed. That's why he has them behind the tiger.
Well, it's good to know that somebody cares about the little guys.
Yeah, no one usually cares about the half-tracks, especially me.
He's not going to care about this P4, though. Grenade. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm waiting for a grenade to come on through. But the PTRD is almost just as devastating at that super close range.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like seeing this heavy P4 play. I mean, it's very tempting with the heavy tank divisions to go full-on Panthers and Tigers galore. But honestly, just spamming P4s usually works in the majority of situations. It's still really, solid tanks.
True, and you're not writing the letters back to the family, so what do you care?
Exactly. Imagine if, at the end of every Steel Division match, you had to write a letter for every single individual troop that got killed. You'd be here for hours.
There actually is there's a radio game that's come out recently. It's like Command of... I don't know, I forget what
Radio
it's called.
Commander?
Maybe?
I think I've seen it. It's like the World War II one, but you have to command using your voice.
Yes, you can, yes. Now, I know one of the things one of the activities that you can or should, I think they force you to do, is you actually have to write home letters for people who have died. And that,
holy shit.
That hits you in the heart, man.
Holy crap, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's something you never really think about with these games, but at the same time, I would be a lot more Montgomery-esque and not really pushing if I had to write a lot of freaking letters.
No one's dying under my command.
Exactly.
I don't want to write more letters.
I only
that's
have
really
3 hours
cool.
to play.
That's a really cool feature.
It's something so small, but it's like that. I don't know. It's like a Call of Duty level back when Call of Duty was actually still cool.
Yeah.
Back in Call of Duty 2.
Yeah.
Down to the south, the DP Grupa is somehow controlling that huge swath of land again. As yes, the Sharpayo has been evicted. He's been killed, in fact, by what is that right there? Is this Korstorkovi? No, more a Tommy squad.
This whole stuff on the side has just been
absurd.
Yeah, now it's DP Grupa, which has been there the entire time doing nothing. Now it's like, hey, I'm contributing to the battle now. He just needs to leave his barn, but he's seen too much sunlight and has decided to isolate once again.
Well, there's a shelter-in-place order, and,
Stay indoors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't go outside. You might get bombed by a Focke-Wulf 190 G8. And I don't want to get bombed by a Focke-Wulf 190 G8. Oh, no.
That is usually a rather low bar for survival. We are seeing some of the P4 strength being diluted. Some very long-range engagements going on here. By the same token, though, we are seeing some of that support equipment getting taken on out. One mortar went down already. And while we have 3 Lees coming up onto this hillside, including one that could very quickly come around the flank of this tiger.
For the half-track, since he doesn't see the tiger yet.
He's going to see him real soon.
Is the tiger showing side armor?
Oh, he's gonna see
yes, he is.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Ooh.
He has a front shot. He turned around just in the nick of time. But as we saw last time, he has a chance that the Lee can kill, which is hilarious.
What are you doing? Interesting.
Oh, it's the second Lee flanking around from the side. He's been bamboozled, but not killed because the tiger has fake front side armor as well.
And for some reason, both Lees to the north are like, I'm done playing. Let me get out of here.
That's like, if they both engaged at the same time, they could have, super bamboozled the tiger, but that's not going to be.
Absolutely. Now,
Oh,
down south, we are going to see this entire armor, let's say, platoon, is going to cut off here. I don't know if that's going to be. It's a knife edge right now.
it's
It
quite
really is.
funny how Finzent has managed to completely reverse his southern side, even though he hasn't really killed any Germans. He's just, surrounded them, and he got all his territory because he has them surrounded.
That's true, but by the same token, it's funny to see how digits have gotten the north side by killing all the Russians in the area. Look at this. Like, those are the times, like, it's like watching a Stuart push in SD.
Yeah.
Just the sheer amount of just firepower going on in some of these squads.
And this has been a long replay, probably one of the longest we've done in a while. It's 41 minutes in. I don't know who's going to win still. I think it's going to be Finzent at this point due to that southern push. But Digits might be able to just clear up his northern town. There's not much here anymore. This is... I have no words, and I still have to talk because this is a replay.
That's true. And now we watch the wild armies from a distance in a moment of solitude.
The rest of the replays is complete silence, and at the end of it, we just start clapping. Just video ends.
It's bravo, Bella,
Bravo.
Bella.
Jolly good show, lads.
A-20's coming into the starting to bomb here, but we of course have Focke-Wulfs going in after those low-level bombers. But yikes! You might be right.
Shit! Those Bostons.
Be right. I don't know. Yeah, these guys are both going to get forced into a surrender. And this one squad strip pioneers, then we have these two P4s that just slotted back down south to cut off that group again.
They captured the Opal Blitz. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Holy, I think at Southern Push, it's just going to rin Finzent the entire match. Like, being able to just do that encirclement was huge.
I don't know. There's two flags up to the north. If this one piece, these peace tracks are going to take out this Lee, and that's going to be at least one flag, if not two. No, it's two flags. We're back to 12-12. Oh my gosh.
Is someone win already?
13-11. Ooh, baby.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, there's that Pack 40 we didn't even think about. That guy's been there for the entire time.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about him as well. He's just shutting off and the same with the Panzer IVs, yeah. Finzent, Digits taking back flags down south.
Now, if they could just get rid of this one DP group, they would have it be what, a 15, and that's a -2. Oof, that's gonna be brutal.
But the DP group, we know he's gonna survive the entire match. I mean, he has to.
Well, what else are we bringing in down here? Panther A. So finally getting serious.
Yeah.
And to the north, the town is no longer safely being called Soviet.
Oh, it's now German. Anti shooting down a Focke-Wulf, I believe, or Messerschmitt. It was some sort of airplane, I don't know. And we've got these half-tracks in a lovely position to shoot up stuff as they come into the town. If Digits can just push a little bit harder up north, I think he can just take his northern side and be damned with the south.
Well, he's gonna do it. It's basically his own reconnaissance that's not taking at least 2 flags, and there's shreds of other material. I mean, there's nothing here. And even with these P4s technically being cut off, I can't help but feel that we should see a German victory.
I feel like it as well. I think, I think you're right at this point. The north is just completely on, and they won't run envious.
Well, we saw the game go with a captured southern reinforcement point, and we're going to see one in the north as well.
I want to see it happen, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, we've seen Konostrakovi's being cut off. If this bridge one goes, these 2 bridges right by the mortar into the south of that, that would be game. Pretty significantly.
All the Panzer Grenadiers coming up north. That Gorno combat is definitely now in combat, which is not something you want to put your Gorno combat in.
Well, and down south as well. There's that last couple squads of infantry, and there it is.
Holy shit! What a match, Khan! What a match! That was really close in kills as well, considering.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay. I want to see what killed that Puma at 24 something something.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just taking a look at the kills. We actually have a Gornoshtaroki that's got 4 vehicle kills, 2 infantry. The Kitty Hawk did really quite well as well, going after and taking out a couple of the anti-air vehicles positions rather. Couple of these Tommy squads are definitely done very well. Markovic killed 4 Pumas. He's going to get a call from the ASPCA. Gornoshtaroki's yeah, I mean, there's a lot of significant pieces here. Tisha, that Focke-Wulf 190, couple air kills, a lot of ground kills. Pumas got multiple ground kills, including 3 anti-tank. Yeah, I mean, this has just been an insane game.
Yeah, this is, like, once again, a long replay, something that we usually tend to avoid because they usually just kind of go on for a long time and being boring. But that was, like, edge of your seat for 45 goddamn minutes. Like bravo, chaps. That was a fantastic match. Probably one of the best runs I've seen in a while. It was, like, the recon pushes, the DP groupers just chilling out in the barn, the North just being a bloodshed, the planes, the firepower. It was cinematic experience, I have to say.
Overall, by the way, I'm guessing it was a Lee, because anything that dies in the 25-minute area is pretty much a Lee.
Yeah, it happened like at before 24. Though. It's just what I find weird. I mean, probably someone would go back through the video and like figure it out. Maybe it's just like some high explosive shell that I don't know.
It just didn't hit right, you know.
Maybe it was an open. No.
No, honestly, I'm gonna have to sit by the whole Lee idea. Markovic, again, he's got four Pumas to his name. Maybe. Oh no, there was an 82 mil that took out a Puma, but that was to the north. Oh well. It'll be a mystery. It'll be a mystery.
We'll never find out.
No, we won't. No, we won't unless somebody out there does our work for us, at which point please do. But yes, folks, if you definitely want to go and, congratulate either one of these players, Finzent, feel free to make a comment here. At the same time, Digis, well, I'm sure this is his phone number. Hit him on up. Yeah. Any final thoughts, though, Ryan, about this real doozy?
I do, actually. So with the SD League Season 2 over, they're going to be doing a Season 3, so sign up for that if you can. Also, during this interlude of the League, we need replays. We like your replays. Last replay was sent in to us from someone personally, so if you want a replay casted and you think it's, a good match that'd be enjoyable to watch, send it either to me or Khan in Discord. We both have a Discord, or we have a Discord server and all of that, so just send it in there, upload it to the SD League Discord and the interesting games. Just, we'll take your replays is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, exactly. We'll take your sloppy seconds.
Exactly.
And with that rather stirring emotional call for replays, folks, that's going to about do it for us this week. As always, fantastic having you guys. Thank you so much for kind of coming out and checking out our stuff. And like I always say, too, please stay healthy, stay safe. And Rang, anything else?
Nope.
Well, in that case, folks, you all take it easy. I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Bye-bye.